Thank you. Usually you get to drive all the way down here and take about 6.5 hours to get there because you're driving in rush hour. I come from Seattle, and that's, Jesus, that's a good 30 miles away. That's 6.5 hours that time of day. So I got to leave in the morning along about 9 or so in the morning to make it through everything to get here on time to get a cup of coffee and sandwich, maybe sign up on the list and get just about make it. And I get on, I get like a song. You know, and when Chris was here, of course, you get thrown out for talking and that sort of thing. So me and Neil would go out and we get thrown out. We were always getting thrown out. We went back, you know, in the back there, going through people's cars and stuff. And I used to, you know, I mean, it was a great. I remember when Diane was there at the door also, and you know, she was assuring everybody that it was democratic chosen. All the names were taken out of the book, out of the hat, you know, entirely at random. Which only explained part of what happened here. The rest of it was inexplicable unless you added some, what do you say, intelligent design? Intelligent design. So what am I going to do? I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do these two songs. And I don't know, I just got off the road with doing a tour with Citizens Band. Anybody ever heard of it? No, you know Citizens Band. They are the best. I'm sorry. It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, I had more fun on the road with Citizens Band than I've had with any other person, buddy, ensemble I've ever toured with anywhere. I mean, we only used the sound system once. We played rooms this size, you see, and you can do it. Stand over there and you can do it. And it might be a little bit harder in here because of all the carpeting and soft stuff on the walls. And so I'll come back over here so that the strings don't break and people in the back can hear it. But it occurred to me. Last, I don't know, a couple of years ago, friends of mine were playing Bumbershoot, right? And they played in that baseball stadium there, the big stadium out there. And I guess it's kind of honorific to be playing in the stadium at Bumbershoot, kind of like you've made it or something, and there they were. So I went to watch them, and I went out in the crowd, and I'm watching them. And all of a sudden it dawned on me how stupid that is. I don't get to hear them. They don't get to hear themselves. Nobody hears what they sound like. They have no idea what they sound like. I have no idea what they sound like. All I hear, and all you ever hear, no, not that. No, the sound could be really good. The sound could be excellent, but all you hear is the gear. You're hearing the gear. You're hearing the system. You're not hearing them. They have no idea what they sound like, and neither do I. So, you know. Anyway, this is a song about one of my first hero, the Chris one was kind of mentioning there. A guy that used to play on the street a lot back in the old days. And as a matter of fact, he's still dead up until the day he died. Because he knew where his inspiration came from. What am I supposed to do with that? No one can sing the blues like Lightnin Hopkins. I don't care what anybody says. I was 15 years old, riding by the passenger window with my radio up against my head. And that's when I heard him for the first time, cutting into the noise of the car. And my whole world turned upside down. I just had to learn to sing and play guitar. So I got on my bicycle with the high-rise handlebars, and I would ride for 20 miles on a run. I got every one of his records I could find back then. I had 11 of them by the time I was done. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's alright. I never learned to play the blues, but I can sing and play guitar all night. Now all those years later up in Seattle town, Lightnin came to play 3 nights in a row. I caught up with him early in the dressing room. Somehow I just had to let him know. So I took out my guitar and I started playing. And I made him up a song to tell it right about the radio in the car and all of his records. And how glad I was to meet him that night. And I sang about what he taught me without even knowing it. And all the lessons I still had to learn. And Lightnin, he just grinned. When I was done, he told me a story in return. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's alright. I but I can sing and play guitar all night. He said he was walking around the backwoods down in Texas one time. When he was only 12 years old, he was carrying his guitar. It was almost as big as he was. He was tired, hungry, and cold. He saw some people was having a picnic, and he asked if he could sing for his meal. They turned him away because he was too raggedy. He could still remember how it made him feel. Then he looked off into the distance through his dark sunglasses, and he grinned a little more just for chance. He said, now I got money in the bank back home, and they know who I am in France. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's alright. I never learned to play the blues, but I can sing and play guitar all night. Now, Lightnin died back in '82. I can still remember where I was and how I heard. I was playing the meeting place in Dublin. The local blues singer gave me the word. Now some people, they pass right through you. Maybe they leave a little mark. Some people shine like a light for you sometimes, help you find your way when it gets dark. Now they say that this world is made of stories, and from these stories our songs are grown. Sometimes, you know, the song just gets so big, you have to go out and make a song of your own. And I never learned to play the blues. I hope that's alright. I never learned to play the blues, but I can sing and play guitar all night.